What's up everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Javi, and in this video I want to talk about if we are currently in the AMC short squeeze that we've all been waiting for. If you guys have not seen my videos before, welcome. This channel is all about finance, investing, as well as me sharing my own personal journey to motivate you guys to achieve the goals that you set for yourself. Alright, let's get started. Alright, so if you guys have seen my last video that I posted on Tuesday, AMC was hanging out at roughly $14. Since then, we are trading at right now $26.53. So AMC has been gaining a lot of momentum, and what's that been resulting in is news such as Bloomberg, Yahoo Finance, and all these other medias, as well as big hedge funds and YouTubers such as Jim Cramer talking about AMC. Now what this is going to lead is this is going to get hype, and it's going to make more investors aware of the AMC movement. So this is going to allow for an opportunity for more people to buy the stock because they have some FOMO and they want to get in for the potential squeeze that may happen. And since making that video on Tuesday, I was doing some digging today and I saw an article on Bloomberg that I'll post right here, and I quote that AMC's 4-day surge has slapped short sellers with a $1.3 billion loss. Let's take a step back. $1.3 billion. That's a lot of money. So obviously there has been a lot of hedge funds losing money because of this $26 price point right now. However, we are not at the short squeeze just yet. So let's jump over to the charts so I can show you guys why I personally believe that right now we are not at the short squeeze, and while we still have some more to go before we can see the short squeeze and the stock going to the moon. Alright, so now that I have the charts pulled up, you can see that the last time that I talked about AMC was on Tuesday, and we were trading at roughly $14. Since then, AMC has been gaining a lot of momentum. On Wednesday, it shot right above the resistance line that I had set an alert for, that I told you guys to set an alert for, to just be aware of that price point, and it broke that, and after markets it started to even make higher highs. And then on Wednesday it started to go higher again, and then it started to isolate. And now Wednesday after markets it took a dip, and then in Thursday morning it opened up lower, and right when the market opened it started to skyrise to what it is today at $26.51. Now it broke the all-time high of what the high was back in January when the GME squeeze happened. Now I don't think this is the squeeze just yet, because of there's another resistance that we have to break before there is no more barriers and this stock can just freely move up. So I started doing some more digging, and I wanted to see if there was any other point where the stock had gone up even more, and I went all the way back, and back in 2015 AMC was at a price point of $34.33. So going back to a smaller chart, I put a resistance line there that this is the all-time high that AMC has ever been. So for AMC short squeeze to begin, we have to break that $35 mark, because I think that this is that psychological level where once we break that, buyers are going to buy and buy and buy, and the short squeeze is going to start to happen. So we need to break that price point, and then I believe that we will be in the short squeeze. Now, how long will the short squeeze last? Well, on average, a short squeeze lasts 12 days. So know that for when the price breaks $35, have an alert and start seeing what the stock does. Now, the stock may not just go vertically up. It may go up one day and then take a small dip and then go up the next day and then flatten out and then keep going up and up and up. As long as the movement is up, then we know that we still have upward pressure and more highs can be made. But just know that as we get closer and closer to the 12-day mark, that this short squeeze may be ending and most of short sellers may have covered their positions. So just keep that in mind and know your risk tolerance. If you know that the stock is starting to get high and you wouldn't have bought the stock at that price, then maybe it's time to start taking some profits. Now I know there's a lot of YouTubers out there saying that there's $100,000 price point, and then this may be true. However, everyone's risk is different. So if you start feeling uncomfortable with the position and you want to start taking some profits, then I think that you should, just so that you can start feeling comfortable with your position. Maybe start taking 10% after each level that you set for yourself. For example, if the stock goes up and up and up and you want to set a 10% profit at $100, then maybe do that, and then as it keeps going up, then you start taking more and more and more. Now, one big point that I wanted to talk about was this $50 price mark that I keep seeing everywhere. So there is a theory out there that the hedge funds are trying to pump up the stock to $50 so that retail investors think that that is the short squeeze and they cover their long positions so that these hedge funds can benefit off of it because they are continually buying shorts with AMC. So like I mentioned earlier, $1.3 billion loss, right? However, today there was still a short interest increase by 1.15%. So what that's showing is that hedge funds are continuing to buy more and more shorts, and as a retail investor, we have to hold our stocks because we don't lose anything by holding our stocks. However, hedge funds do lose on a day-to-day basis by holding on to their short positions, because every single day that the short goes by, they have to pay the borrower some money. Now, there's going to be two factors to how much this is going to increase, and the first one is this is going to increase by the amount of shares that are opened by AMC. And then the second factor is going to be the price point of AMC. So every single time that there is a dip, or every single time that retail investors buy more shares, we are essentially increasing the cost for short sellers, as well as pumping up the stock, adding more fuel to the increase in short sellers. So those are my points. And then right now, I believe that we should not be selling AMC. Now, this is all just for entertainment purposes only, but what I'm doing is I am not selling my AMC shares right now. I'm actually planning on buying some AMC shares, not much more. I don't want to increase my cost average, but just a little bit more exposure and a way of adding more fuel to this potential short squeeze. So those were my 3 points. Just to recap really quickly: 1, we are not in the short squeeze just yet. Let's put an alert at $35, and once it breaks that, then I think that we are in the short squeeze. 2, as the stock continues to go up and the short squeeze begins, just know that a short squeeze usually lasts about 12 days. So start scaling back your positions as the price goes up and up. And then 3, we don't lose anything as a shareholder for holding onto the stock. However, short sellers are losing money every single day by holding on to their short positions. So by holding on right now, we are helping everyone out that's holding on to AMC for a potential short squeeze. Alright, with that said, everyone, I hope you guys like this video. AMC right now is just a fight between hedge funds and retail investors, and really what it's going to come down to is who can hold on to the position longer. And like I said, we do not lose anything holding on to our shares. So if we want this short to happen, then we just have to hold on and add more positions when we can. With that said, if you guys like this video, please make sure to click that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next Friday. Peace.